But let me take a step back, because you guys are here because you love this game, because you care about your community, because you care about your families, because you care about those kids, those student athletes. We all do. And we want to make this a better, a smarter, and ultimately even a safer game. But again, we can't do it if we don't do it together. But as we sort of take back the 50,000-foot level and look at the game, there's truly unique aspects of football. You hear everyone talk about it, but we just wanted to highlight a few. So what's special and unique about football? It truly does, it's woven into the fabric of society and community and high school. It's amazing to me how it drives the social fabric of high school. It's incredible how towns, big and small, will just shut things down and rally around that Friday night lights. The idea of multiple entry points, right? Whether it be just throwing the ball in the backyard with your son or daughter, whether it be turkey bowls, snow bowls, street football. There's all these different fun ways to participate. And then you get involved in the organized side, flag, and of course tackle. And we're going to talk to you about some new, interesting, innovative ways to potentially add to entry points to the game. Football is the only sport that has a homecoming. That is a really interesting stat, interesting point. Only sport where traditions truly matter. Wearing your jersey on Fridays. Again, being part of that fabric of the high school experience or just of society. What the traditions that just transcend the game. Every one of you have traditions. And it does. And by the way, I'd suggest, it happens at youth. It happens at high school. It obviously happens on every level of the game. That's what makes it so special and unique. The fact it doesn't discriminate. All shapes and sizes, all races, all socioeconomic levels, all geography, right? This thing transcends our entire country. It's every backyard, and that's what makes our job, frankly, challenging. There's rarely a turnkey, one-size-fits-all solution. We have to be able to adapt and be nimble, and that's what we pride ourselves on. This one blows me away every time. I cannot think of another sport where you can come in as a freshman, and it's a third of participation, come in as a freshman and start to participate in this game. You heard Roman. He comes in as a sophomore, right? That's an amazing stat. And you're turning these young men, you're teaching them the game. So when we see stats, in today's sports world, right, it's all club-based. This is still the only sport left that is about the school. But the other important factor is when you bring them together, if you ask Roman, NFL player, you ask college players, what do you miss most about the game? Doesn't really matter what level. It's the locker room. It's the brotherhood. It's that experience that we have together that's so incredibly special that I have a tough time emulating or recognizing again in my life. It's as close a moment to family as you'll ever get. And it's often a very, very unique and special family, which leads to this. You always hear people talk about it, but unless you've experienced it, it's hard to grasp and understand. This notion that football truly is the ultimate team sport. I played football through high school, but I played basketball in college, and I can say, you truly can have one, maybe two good quality basketball players and good players in other sports. But football, you don't need 11 great players, you need 11 committed players doing it right and doing it well. This is incredibly important to us. Again, every sport today, other than football, is tournament-driven, travel team-driven, club-based, and elite. Football, again, doesn't discriminate. Football, again, is about team. Football, again, is about brotherhood. High school football, it's the last scholastic sport where this is the most important thing. The coach actually matters. I could tell you, we were in our football advisory committee. We have a number of great folks, Bill Poley and Tony Dungy, Merrill Hodge, great college coaches, great high school coaches. High school coaches are all saying, you know what? Late October, November, I've got college coaches walking in my office talking about my kids. Do any college coaches anymore walk down the hall and talk to the basketball coach? No. Did I talk to the volleyball coach? No. Incredibly sad when I heard that Coach Krzyzewski at Duke says he doesn't even recruit from high school basketball coaches anymore. He recruits from travel team coaches. I can tell you unequivocally, high school federation, NCAA, college conferences, just about anyone associated with this game wants to protect the scholastic coach. That's the most important thing we can do. How do we protect this game? This idea of AAUinization of football, the 7-on-7 issues, the recruiting challenges. Man, we sit in meetings with the NCAA and the High School Federation. You start hearing about the challenges facing our sport. It goes so far beyond concussions and some of these other issues. We've got some serious things to work on. And the good news is we're coming together to do it.